Welcome back on Dynamod. Today I want to propose you a video about the unboxing review about the White Dwarf issue 481 released by the Game Shop in October 2022. This is quite an interesting White Dwarf and I'll prepare another video about because there are some rules inside that are related about the Necrons, so we'll see fast later, that need a specific video about, so I'll prepare a specific other video. But now we can go to open this and see the contents inside, starting from anyway the cover that it's quite amazing. It's an orc shaman and I quite like it, and it's a little about them. Still they are not the main part about what it's inside, but I like. But one thing first, inside here there is an additional part that are these schedules that you can see here that are inside and are related about the orcs, and we see later. Still they are quite good, even if as usual I remember you that I don't like such inserts like this. I prefer something extra and having a pack that contain the White Dwarf and this aside, so that it's I can say easier to use them. Still it's nice. Here we can see the alternative cover that it's the same that we're seeing here, simply without any part of the writing and so on. And this is the alternative cover that it's available thanks to the subscription to the White Dwarf. So if you're interested about such type of covers, free one that are quite good as a site, think about eventually subscribe. You also can save some money eventually. Here we had the introduction about what it's inside, and here we can find this that it's a little about the contents of the White Dwarf. So as usual it's something that it's nice to see as a review what we see later. And here it does to the theme of the White Dwarf. As usual I suggest you to make a site about this, because you can for example see some scheme of colors also here that can be interesting. You can see some changes, some modifying, for example the base like this. So you can have a lot of options that can be quite nice to see, and you can find a lot of things that can make you have some ideas. And about the cakes, I made also a cake, even if it's a little about Pokemon and not about the Games Workshop and so on generally. Still, if you're interested, I leave the video in the description eventually. And so here we can find quite interesting one, because this is some modify and so on, and it's amazing because you can see some changes about the giants, the sons of behemoths, that are really quite nice to see. And you can find that the same model with the base made in a different way or so on can have such type of differences. So a lot of type of differences that can make the model really much better. Okay, there are some things that are not perfect, for example this belt that it's not as dirty as it should be, but still you see you can have a lot of inspiration about how to create your own things if you're interested about. Here an article by Andy Clark that make you understand better the classification about the words of the Imperium, and it's something that it's quite common, but I suggest you to give a site, because this can make you understand better maybe some type of words, or make you maybe create a campaign related about such words. Here we can start with Age of Sigmar, and here we can begin with the Flashpoint Bundle that is about Gur. It's related mainly about the orcs, as you can see, but I like a lot because it improves quite a lot the background, and there are a lot of amazing artworks to watch, because I like such ways, and really you can improve a lot your knowledge about house in such a way. Here we have the campaign about the Flashpoint Bundle that is developed, so we have the rules related about, so it can be really quite interesting. And we have also the battle plans related. Remember that the things that I showed you before that are included are related about such ones, so you have also those ways eventually. Here we have something interesting. It's a little about a new unit technically of zombies, but you have to pay attention because there are different ways to play with it. There is about playing with Cursus City, so you can have eventually such way, and I like that way. Here we have the schedule that it's worth for Age of Sigmar, and we have also, after the tracing about here again, you have also the battle plans where to use that unit, but it's an external unit, so it's not something that you can buy or so on. You play against it, so you have to pay a bit of attention. Anyway, it's really a good way to play, for example, the Undead on Halloween, because it's a way to really have fun, because these are amazing battle plans. As you can see, they are related about the city, because it's Ulfenkarn that it's suited for. So it's really quite good to see. Here we can start to see about Warcry that has a lot of pieces inside here, and you can see how to play with the warbands, how you can make some bands and so on. And here they give you some idea about scheme of colors, so on, and I think that can be really quite interesting to see, because you can see different ways. For example, this comes from the Cursed City part, so a lot of things that can be used as a referral for painting, modifying, basing, or so on, because there are really quite a lot of interesting sites, I say. So wow. And also we can see some shining features that can be interesting, because you can use these but change, modify, or use for something else, or to recreate something, because you can modify. You can see here how they paint, but it's not something that you have to follow without thinking. It's only a suggestion eventually how to do, but you can do other options. Here instead we have again new rules about Warcry. So we have a lot of things. I don't play Warcry, so I'll not make an analysis about such game, but still it's really rich about the rules. So as I said, it's something that you have really to think about, because as you can see, you have a lot also about new school that's been released for Warcry, that sincerely I'll buy soon another unit of Warcry, because I like that unit. Still, you can see that you can try to recreate something with some things. For example, this it's not necessary to buy. You need only some stick, some bamboo, eventually really thin one, some I can say polystyrol or so on to create the rocks. Here we can make with some thread, iron thread eventually. So there is quite a lot to see, but remember that you can anyway create something completely new and so on for yourself. And here come back with the Warhammer 40k, and I really love such artworks, are really quite amazing. Maybe one day I'll start to play with the game demons, but for now it's okay. And here we have the flashpoints of Nephilim that continue with the part of the background, and there is quite a lot, so I suggest always to read it and see such amazing sites. I love such artworks, they are really quite amazing, so really nice. As you can see, there are a lot of options. And here, what I said you before, that it's related about the Necrons. And about this army, remember that this is official, there are matched rules, so you can use in a normal Warhammer 40k. And if you're interested about, it will be made this, and the next one, so the November one, will have another part always related about the Necrons. So I'll make a video about both of them, so this will come quite soon about. And really, there is quite a lot to read, because as you can see, we have the portrait, we have Annihilation protocol specific, we have specific stratagems. So it's like a sort of supplement about the Necrons, this one. And if you include the other one, it's really like it. Here we have the kill team. I always like to see the shenanigans that they put and so on, the images, even if I don't play kill team, as I don't play Warcry, okay? But still, you can have a lot of ideas about how to play and so on. And if you're interested, I'd like to suggest you to buy for this, because the White Dwarf usually has a lot of material related about the Warcry, even if this and the kill team. So there are a lot. Here we have the battle report about the fate of Barbarus of Warhammer 30k, so Horus Heresy. And as always, when there is a battle report, I suggest you to give a try. Try to read it, see if you like the mechanics that are explained and so on, because maybe you like, and so you could use your models eventually of Warhammer 40k, meanwhile you try the Warhammer 30k, or you can try to collect the pieces of Warhammer 30k that are quite amazing. I love those pieces, even if I have only the first 2 boxes. Still, I think that it's really quite a good site and a good thing to see, because it's a way to understand better. So here we have also this, that it's the fate of Barbarus, so the background related about, and so we can find a lot of things. And here also, always about Barbarus, we have new rules related. So if you are interested about Uzarism, it's something that you like quite a lot, I think. So nice. And as you can see, not a few ones. Here instead we move to Middle Earth, so the part that I don't play at all. Of this, I only see the images, because I like the environment that they put in the model in, I like the photos and so on, but I don't play the game. I don't like too much the Lord of the Rings, if I have to be sincere. Here instead about the Black Arabic with an horror, and it's related about the ghouls, so the flesh eater ghouls. And I like a lot. This, it's always nice because you can know a new army, you can have fun reading something like an horror in this case, or you can be having some idea about a new author that you like, for example, a type of army, but you can understand better that author that write for the first time you read about it, or you like the author and you like something that it can be about an army that you've never seen, or it can inspire you to have for the first time something related about an army. So I think that can be really quite interesting anyway. So I always suggest you to see. And here we had inside the studio that it's an anticipation of what we'll see in the next White Dwarf. As always, I like a lot. So we can see here that it's related the next use about the dark missions. And here it's something that it's related about Warhammer 40k, because these are the clothes. So I'm really quite interested about what will be the next White Dwarf itself, because it promises something really quite interesting. So what to say about such White Dwarf? I think that it's really full. There are new rules for Warcry, for Horus Heresy. There are new rules that you can play with Coast City, or eventually also about Age of Sigmar for the zombie that I like. There are a lot of images that you can use, a lot of background that it's related about Age of Sigmar, that it's related about Horus Heresy with Barbarus, and about the Warhammer 40k with the Flashpoint Nephilim. So there are a lot of things. Obviously, you have to be interested about such things. Still, I like a lot, so I suggest you eventually to buy, because this is quite rich. And the part about the Necron, it's something that I can say, favoritism about it, because I play Necrons, so for sure it's something that I'm interested about. This one and the next one. Obviously, if you are not interested about such things, it's not worth, but you can be interested in other things that are inside, and it's the reason why I bring you such White Dwarf, so that you can understand if it suited you. Anyway, from Dino Mode, it's everything. I invite you to put a like on this video, to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell, and to comment this video if you are interested in something about this video, or you want to suggest me some arguments for other videos. I hope to see you again to the next time.